Good day, mate. Good day, mate. Good day, mate. Good day, mate.
Hello, friends. Welcome in. How are you today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let me see if we have everything working. And then we will begin. Today I'm trying something, I was about to say new, but that would be a lie. It's technically old. I'm trying something old today. I have rolled back my OBS to 30.2.3, and I am curious to see if that is going to fix some of my issues I've been having. All right. Are we good to go? I think we are. Let's go ahead and... Where is my... There it is. Let's move over here. Welcome in, everybody. How are you today? Let me lower the music for you. And now, for me. Hope you guys are all doing well. Oh, your stream streaks weren't reset. That's so good. Let me scroll back, though. Emmers, welcome in. Hello, how are you? How's it going? Yimit, hello, how are ya? Secret, welcome in, Secret. Sassy, hello. And Yimit, thank you so much for the 45 stream streak, and Emmers for the 35 stream streak. I'm glad that your streaks weren't reset. Was it last week that we thought that happened? So good. I'm glad that that didn't, it didn't reset, because I know that would be very sad. Every time something every time something bad happens on stream where the stream crashes or whatever, my first thought is, oh no. People, if they're not here, if they've already lurked for the stream, they're not gonna get their streaks going. Today, friends, oh, I didn't hit the little brand thing. Boop. Let me do that. Let me also get a link to Albert Wilde. Cat Detective Albert Wilde. The devs gave me a code for this game. Cat Detective Albert Wilde is now available on Steam. Boom. Stream. Hi to myself. Too much to bear. Welcome in. Hello, how are you? So yeah, we are playing a game called Cat Detective Albert Wilde. You know, I'm actually not sure how long it is. I thought it was going to be, because on How Long to Beat, somebody apparently has beat it in an hour 30. Not an hour 30. 3 hours and a half. 3.5 hours. But I saw like another article that said that it was 6 to 7 hours. So I'm not really sure how long. Give me wedge vibes. I don't know if, I don't think that's a compliment. But I appreciate it. I don't like wedge. I like bigs much better. But it's the headband. Whenever I see the headband, I think Avalanche. So I'll take that as the compliment. They're using the weather forecaster method for determining game length. Well, it was two different people for sure. This one, well, and How Long to Beat only has one person reporting like how long it took them to beat the game. so we're basing it on one person. We don't really know how they played. It could have been they could have skipped every cutscene. You know, I think there's a lot of cutscenes, so it's hard to tell how someone played. You know, what was I gonna say? Joss, welcome in. I feel like with what's going on in the world, Joss, I feel like that is like, one, I feel like you guys are probably hearing that more. And two, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be charged for that every time it plays. We'll just have to find out for ourselves. I know. Yeah, we will. We'll likely hop into the game sooner rather than later. I really don't have as much to talk about today. Didn't really look up any news or anything, so I don't really have stuff to talk about. I feel like we talked quite a bit yesterday. I will say I did play a little bit more. Y'all are invited. I mean, I'm on board. But I'm actually, so just as a side, you know, we don't have to all get into it, but Alaska, because we're so far remote, we actually get most of our like produce from Canada and Mexico because it's actually equally as expensive to get produce shipped from Mexico as it is from the US. And so I think a lot of grocery stores can actually get them for cheaper in the long run if they get them from Mexico. So a lot of our stuff is from Mexico and Canada. So tough times might be ahead for little old Jet. But anyway, yesterday I did post this in the Discord, but I found a planet in No Man's Sky called Apple Beta. So it's Apple with a B at the end and then Beta. And so I have actually decided to build an Applebee's. I didn't mention that in the Discord, but I have actually decided to build an Applebee's on the planet, and I've already begun. How much does a banana cost? $10? That's unfortunately maybe going to be true. Fun. Well, at least it sounds like that's delayed for at least a month. Yeah, we'll see. I have no hopes in anything, so it's okay. I might be deported by then, so who knows? I may not even have to worry about that. But anyway, so I'm building an Applebee's. I've already built the basic structure of it. I'm very excited to see how I can make it look. I've mostly designed the outside of it to look like Applebee's, and then the inside is just going to be kind of more generic restaurant. Like it's not going to be like specifically an Applebee's, but at the very least, we have that. It's on an ice moon. What's actually kind of cool is I found a spot where there's like little holes in the ground where then there's some water. It's not like a giant lake or anything. It's just like little kind of almost what I would imagine like a fishing hole to be. But if you dive in, there's like little gaps in between where like the ground you would be standing on is, and then like the floor, there's like a gap. And you can swim under, and there's like a really big like sea cave. So I was like, oh, this might just be a fun place to fish. It's also right across the there is a big lake, but it's right across from also one of the giant like archive buildings. So lots of tourists, lots of people coming into the Applebee's. It's a prime real estate spot. is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna see. Yeah. Well, I was actually thinking I might, now that I've built the structure of it, I might decorate it on a stream at some point. Then you send screenshots to Applebee's. Maybe they give you some free food. They might. They could, or they sue me for copyright or something. But I looked at a bunch of screenshots of Applebee's buildings. I've learned a lot of them have like a little pointed awning for their where their logo goes, and so I've like tried to do that a little bit. But then usually the rest of the building's kind of flat, so it's an homage. Yeah, it's a parody. So I should be legally covered. In the case they get upset, but what was I gonna say? Last night watched YB play Spyro. He beat Spyro 1. Moved on to Spyro 2. Very fun to see the difference. I did not realize, and for people who played Spyro, this is old news to you. I didn't realize all 3 Spyro games were all in the PlayStation 1. That's wild to me. I thought they would have been like spread out to like PS2 at least. Though I'm still mad they changed their nachos. I haven't been to Applebee's in decades. I could not tell you
Good
last time.
night.
Runner, welcome in. How's it going? Yeah, I could not tell you anything about it. Honestly, I haven't really been to a lot of like big chain restaurants. I couldn't tell you when last time I went to Chili's. I think I do remember the last time I went to, I'll say my camera froze, but it's because I just started my Steam Deck, that normally happens. I am curious to see if my camera will be freezing today in general, because it shouldn't. Because I think it's because I upgraded to 31 point whatever. And this is OBS 30. And there have been, we don't have them here. I'm honestly not the biggest fan of Applebee's, but teach their own. On the road, vibing to some JVB. I hope the drive is going well. What does that mean? Okay. Wait a minute. I see. Go away. I don't need you. So I am kind of curious to see if my camera freezes or not. I'm hoping it doesn't, because I really do think it's OBS 31. So, because YV was having issues, has been having issues since he upgraded to 31. He's also on a Mac, and so yesterday I sent him the because he wanted to downgrade, and so I sent him the install file to OBS 30. And I was like, I'm also going to do that tomorrow just to see if it stops. So far I haven't noticed that it like it's doing the freeze thing, but well, it was decades ago that they changed it. The nachos were addicting before, and now they are mid. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I feel like Applebee's hasn't been doing too well over the last few years. I feel like maybe they're probably trying to cut some corners, I bet. But I haven't heard any news. I haven't really looked at anything. I have a fun little project that I'm working on. Like, I'm not going to tell anybody yet. I've gotten rid of all the best foods. That's upsetting. Let me look to see. Is there anything worth... Oh, there's the new Fantastic Four trailer released. I did see that. And it looks pretty good. Also, I don't know if you guys saw me post this in the Discord. They're creating a sequel series to Buffy the Vampire Slayer, starring Sarah Michelle Gellar, or at least she will return as Buffy. So it's big news. I posted that in the general chat. No one said anything about it. I saw that, and then Mr. Panda mentioned it too. Yeah. So that I'm interested to see how that goes. Yeah, I don't know. I think some people will be returning. Some people I am positive won't be returning. But she's not the chosen one anymore. I mean, isn't she still she's a chosen one still, right? She still has her powers, right? It is also curious because, like, I wonder if they're going to include the comics in any way, because the comics continued the story of Buffy, and it was supposed to be like, even one of the first series of comics was called like season 8, season 9, whatever season would have been next. So like, I'm curious if that'll be a thing. I wonder. I think. Well, you know what's weird? You know. I wonder who's gonna return. The only characters, spoilers for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The only characters that are alive at the end, there's not many. There's not many characters that are still alive. Yeah, Anya is dead. Spike is probably dead. Right? We don't see a body. I could see them for some reason bringing him back somehow. Somehow Spike has returned. The actor who has played Xander in the show is not doing too well and has not been doing well for a very long time, and so I don't think they would bring him back on the show. I think it would be I think it just wouldn't happen. Yeah, Cordelia's dead. She dies in Angel. I haven't watched Angel, but I at least know that. So they wouldn't bring back Xander. They would probably, I mean, Willow, and Allison Hannigan is probably still like one of the more active people who've like kept a career. I wonder if they would find some way to bring people back, even just for like the fun of it, because Emma Caulfield, who is the actress who plays Anya, she posted a message about it. So apparently she has known that it's been in the works, so I'm curious. They cliffhanger to Angel, so we don't know who all survived. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't even actually know that. I didn't know the ending was like a cliffhanger. I think Wesley died too, probably. Some people said they might just... people were speculating how they would include some characters, and they're like, well, maybe they'll just say that, like, Xander, who's, again, probably not going to be on the show. They were like, maybe he'll just be... They'll just say, he's a watcher somewhere. And just... whatever. I guess Michelle Trachtenberg might come back as Dawn. Who else? I don't really know who else would really show up, I guess. What about his IRL twin? Is he doing okay? I think he is doing okay, but apparently they're very close. I don't think... people were saying they don't think he would play Xander, because I am sure. So Nicholas Brendan, the person who played Xander, is like, I think, a severe alcoholic and is potentially on drugs as well. He gets on Instagram Live and like does very desperate sort of like live stories where he's like asking people for money, like I think there's rumors and stuff of like like him trying to hit up the Buffy cast for money and all that kind of stuff. I don't think they would do that, and because him and his twin are very close, I don't think the twin would do that. Apparently the twin's doing fine. But I don't. People were saying that they seem close enough that he probably wouldn't do that to Nicholas Brendan. It seems like, I bet that would make him very upset, So anyway, we'll see. I'm curious. I'm curious how it'll go. They have in the past few years mentioned trying to do some kind of Buffy sequel or kind of a remake or whatever, and I just, Oz, they have to. He's one of the few people that could still be around. They have choice pickings for characters who could still be alive. So hopefully they'll bring him back, because he's actually also, I would say, kept his fame, and I think even recently he was pictured with Sarah Michelle Gellar and somebody else at like some event. Faith, I am curious about. She has actually left Hollywood. She's now like a therapist of some kind, I think. So, I don't know. And yeah, they could bring back some of those. I really hope. I honestly don't know. It's supposed to be like a short series too. So I imagine it would be kind of like, I don't even know, like, what the, you know, like what the story would be really. Yeah, like they could bring back some of those. I really don't know. Like, it really depends what like what story they want to tell, I guess. I'm really, like, I don't know. I really don't know what that'll be like. I kind of also imagine that we're gonna find out that Buffy is like, well, I think it'd be weird if they tried to bring her back now and it's like she's still doing like a love triangle of some kind. Because how old is Sarah Michelle Gellar at this point? She is 47. I feel like I would be surprised if she is not in some relationship already at the beginning of the thing. It would actually be kind of funny if she had like kids or something. That would actually be very interesting. Imagine if they did yeah, that's kind of like almost what I'm imagining is kind of going to be like a sort of a catch up. Maybe some kind of returning evil of some kind. But, because, I don't know. I like it. It seems like a lot of the world would have changed at that point, you know? So I'm just, I don't know. I'm not really sure. Pretty sure they mentioned in Angel that she was dating Dracula. Really? Surely that was a joke. Because doesn't she tries to fight Dracula at some point, doesn't she? Surely that has to be some kind of joke. But anyway, yeah, I'm curious to see what they do, but who knows? Yeah, that's right. It's a very funny episode, the Dracula episode. It's very good. Anyway, yeah. I love when he introduces himself and he's like, I am Dracula. And she's like, get out. Just a very funny reaction to that. I don't know. I hope the writing holds up. I mean, Joss is not returning for it. So, I will say that I understand that he is a contentious figure. But his writing was very like unique, and I think is kind of what sold Buffy to me in a way also. And so I hope that the writers that they get on board for this are able to kind of emulate the style very well. Because it was I thought a lot of it was very like grounded and pop culture-y and felt very real in some different ways. And so like, I don't know. And I would say he did a good job of like focusing on characters and like really making the character shine. And I hope it is very character driven. And that they kind of like explore some more of that stuff. Because for those who haven't watched Buffy, it probably seems like a very goofy show, and to an extent it is. Like, there's a lot of goofiness in it. But there is quite a lot of, like, heavier topics and serious stuff, and I kind of think the balance of that is where the show really shines. So I hope, there's some of that, but... Yeah, exactly. I like a lot of his shows, but yeah, he doesn't seem like a great guy. But I can still say I think his shows that he made were really good, and I think he was a very good writer. And so I hope that kind of comes together in some way. But anyway, we'll see. Well, friends, we're gonna hop into the game. Albert Wilde, the Cat Detective Albert Wilde, that's what it's called. There is a link up at the top of chat in the case you would like to go pick up the game, and it's on Steam. Oh, there we go. It is on Steam, and it should be good. Noir cat detective, fun times. Let me up the volume here, and Broncos, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? Happy birthday, by the way. Belated birthday. What did you do? What did you do? What did you do for your birthday? Also, we get a chance to pause this. Hold on. A lot's happening right now. Loading city. There's a lot happening. You work? No. What do you? How are you gonna celebrate your birthday? You have to celebrate it somehow. Can I pause? No. Okay. Quantum PI with Albert Wilde, directed by Andrew Tamer. Oh gosh, I would not know how to say his name. Wait. Were those fake names? The players.
Another night in the city.
This voice. Okay, hold on. What I wanted to do before we do that, since you're here, Space Broncos, happy birthday! I hope you've had a fantastic day yesterday, and I hope you get a chance to celebrate it. If you would like a fist bump, go ahead and punch your screen on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wabam! Let's see. No, I went out to dinner with my family, so that was nice. Oh, that's so good. That's so fun. What kind of food did you have? Did you get to choose because it was your birthday, or was it chosen for you? Did you have cake? Give us the details. I can never get the email comment time. Yeah, it's so fast. There's just not really a way. I should just kind of remove that feature. There's just not a way to get people to fist bump unless we just give it like a minute or something. Like even though the fist bump thing has finished, you guys can still do it or something. That would be the only thing I can think of. But I want to just have it so fast. Yeah, there's not enough time. That's with the delay and everything. It's just, and it kind of requires people to be like, you know, watching the chat basically. We went to a local pub restaurant. Oh, so fun. Well, I hope no cake, but I had a sundae for dessert. Nom nom. We love that. Well, I hope that you get to celebrate with your friends soon. I hope you guys all get to celebrate. I'm sure they all want to celebrate you as well. But that's super fun. And then you're about to have technically another birthday coming up. Not your birthday, but Broncos is expecting very, very soon. In fact, like very soon. Does it feel real? Does it feel real that you guys are about to have a baby? 9 weeks, baby Broncos. Yeah, his wife's pregnant. 9 weeks. That's wild. You're gonna be a great papa Broncos. That's very exciting. Super, super exciting. But yeah, there will be a little baby Bronco on the way. I hope you get him like a little dinosaur outfit. Space Broncos likes dinosaurs. Is a big Jurassic Park fan. Has a raptor, right? It's a raptor tattoo. I'm pretty sure. So you need to get them a little dino, a little dino outfit or something. Get them started on dinosaurs real early. We have so many dinosaur clothes, it's almost too much. No, it's never too much. It's never too much. That's gonna be so adorable. It's sort of like, I mean, to an extent, penguins used to be my favorite animal, and they kind of changed over time. Like, I don't know if I have a favorite animal anymore, but penguins used to be, and I think at some point people just kept associating me with penguins, and I sort of was like, I'm kind of over penguins now. I didn't like that's what everyone just would associate me with, and I was like, no thanks.
Jet set and ready to go.
Oh, Pawns!
Jetpack 13 hypers, jetpack 13 hypers, jetpack 13 podolol, jetpack 13
Podolol.
podolol, jetpack 13 hypers, jetpack 13 hypers.
Oh, Pawns, thank you so much for the resub for 39 months. We got the Fantastic Four trailer. I am very excited. By the way, Opons, I made it to Diamond in Apex. I will not be playing any more ranked because I don't want to drop back down into plat. So I made it to Diamond. Solo queuing. It was a pain. I'm so bad I don't even play anymore. You're not bad, Opons. You're silver, but you're only silver because you aren't playing. You're playing Marvel Rivals and stuff. Right? Is that what you've been playing mostly? Oh,
Dang.
Space Broncos. You didn't need to. It's your birthday. You should be getting bits. We need to get. We need you to start streaming so you can get to affiliate, so I can start giving you bits for your birthday. But thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. What was I gonna say? Yeah, we got the Fantastic Four trailer, and that looks pretty good. Can't stick around, gotta go back to work, but have a great stream, Broncos. Thank you so much for popping in. It is always good to see you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope you had a good birthday. I hope you get to celebrate with all your friendos very soon. Again. But yeah, Opons, I made it to Diamond. My strategy was, if we didn't have a Loba on the team, I would be Loba. If we did, then I was Mirage. And that honestly worked most of the time because, it's also sometimes I would just be like, I'm going to be Loba, even though somebody else was, because if I played a series of games where we had a bad Loba, I would just be like, no. I can't tell you the amount of people who were Plat 1 who chose Loba and would not drop her shop immediately in like a hot zone, or like they would bring us someplace with a few different teams, maybe just a single other team, but they would not do their shop. And there's like, at this point, there is no excuse to not use your ult immediately. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand if it just means like they don't, they just don't get it, or like maybe they just don't play Loba very often or something, but I was very frustrated because it's a free ult. You get it at the beginning. Also, again, if there's a Loba on the other team, they're stealing everything already. Like, it is a race to loot, especially if you're dropping hot. And I was like, I don't get it. I just do not get why. Or like the amount of people also at Plat 1, if I was Loba, who they would split off to go loot by themselves even if there were like groups of people, other teams, it's like, no, you land with Loba, and all loot from the shop. Like that should, like, there is, there's no, like, if you have Loba, don't break off. It's honestly better to make her the jump master, so you just land with her and let her use her ult, and then you can just start stealing stuff. But anyway, so that was my strategy. I was basically like, you have to have Loba, and if not, like, or if I wasn't Loba, then I was Mirage, and that I had some pretty good plays. But the last few games, I was a little nervous that we weren't going to make it, or that I wasn't going to make it to Diamond, because one game I had, it was like the second to last game before hitting Diamond. One of my teammates, who dropped us very hot, died, and then ended up leaving the game. The other person took a jump tower, landed somewhere in the middle of another team that, like, kind of happened, the team happened to be there. The other team killed them, and then they disconnected. And so I was like, great, so now I'm alone. So I basically just ratted up to, I got to second. I was able to rat up to second. And then, so I got a bunch of points there, but I was like, frustrated. And then the last game, we had like one opportunity where like we were doing real bad. Like there was still like 11 teams left. Our Jibby had died. I had to respawn him, kind of in a not like an area with not a lot of cover. I was like desperately running away from another team, and anyway, so I was like, we're not gonna make it, but we ended up getting to second as well. We almost won too, but Winter Soldier's ult's so broken. But is it? I don't actually know what his ult is. I'll tell you about a really bad game I had. We won. You'll have to tell me. Yeah, I want to hear. We'll go ahead and keep playing this a bit more, but I do want to hear. So another night in the city.
The kind of night where even the dark can't hide the crime.
He is. Is there like? Hold on. Settings. Audio. Music audio. Bring that down a bit. Okay. Hopefully that's not too quiet for you all. I just want to make sure we hear the...
Mind you, that might have something to do with the fact that I've got a cat's eyes. Nothing hides from me. Anyway, like I was saying, this city is up to its eyes in filth. It's dirtier than a dog's asshole after he hasn't licked it clean in a week. And that's why this city needs me. Name's Albert. Albert Wilde. I'm a private eye. I'm the can you come to when you need justice in this town. I'm always on the prowl for the truth, for criminal scum, for a nice bowl full of milk when I get the chance. It takes a cat to balance on the thin line of the law, and I'm the best at it. I'll leave no stone unturned, no question unasked, no butt unsniffed in my hunt for justice. Unfortunately, the thing they don't tell you about being a private eye is it doesn't exactly do a great job paying the bills, especially when you piss off most of your clients. Point being, my wallet was emptier than my head after 5 bottles of whiskey. I needed to make a quick buck. Luckily, I knew just the guy to turn to for an easy payout.
New quest added. The Octane did things I rezzed him 3. Wait. The Octane did Octane things. I rezzed him 3 times. Then he starts fighting on the 3rd res. We both get killed. Our 3rd res, our 3rd reses both of us in such a bad spot. I can hear them both yelling at each other. Somehow we run. We get to the final 3. Octane goes off by himself, kills one team, but gets knocked. Me and the other fight last team while hearing Octane ping the whole time. That's how he won. Oh my goodness, it sounds like such a nightmare team. I hate that so much. I hate that whole story. That is, I will say, the amount of people who still at Plat 1, I realize, like, at Platt, you're still kind of like, you know, it's not the most difficult to get to Platt, so like you can have a variety of players there still. But the amount of people who were still like blasting their radio or had a TV on while it's going on, I kept on muting people up until the last bit because I just could not, like, if anyone starts talking, pretty much I almost mute them unless I hear that they're Australian. then they stick around. But the amount of people who just are playing I don't know. It frustrates me that I don't know. Frustrates me that people do that stuff. I don't know. All right. Oh. Can I... What is this? Visit Rudy. What are the controls? WASD, shift to run, space to interact. Okay. So... Oh!
Just an empty soup can. Not even sure why I'm noticing it right now. It's like the hand of some uncaring god just made me look at it.
It's me. Just curious. Jimmy. If you want to read the news, you better pay up. I ain't running a library here, pal. Jimmy, how's it shaking? Looking good enough to eat. Not cool, Al. Not cool. Well, I thought it was funny. You and every other cat in the city, pal.
Been coming to Jimmy's newsstand for years. Not for news, but for other business. I don't think he likes me much. He must be intimidated by my brilliant intelligence. Either that, or the fact that I'm a cat and he's a bird. It's hard to tell with these things.
Anyway, you ain't got time to chat. Boss has been asking for you on the regular. He has? Aw, he missed me. Isn't that nice of him? Look, Kit, I ain't getting involved. Just saying, Rudy wants to see you pronto. Suits me. I needed to see him anyway. Is he in the back? Where else would he be? Just head in. I'm washing my claws of this. Oh. But he doesn't have claws. He has hands.
No getting in here. Market's closed and locked off till morning.
Oh, hello. Is that a moose? Maybe? Rudy. Kind of spoopy.
There he is, Rudy. No matter what happens, he's always here, always right.
You, where's my money? Rudy, my old buddy, old pal. I need your help. Where's my money? Don't worry, I'll get you your money, and more to spare. When? Soon, I just need to put another 100 on my lucky horse first. Again? Yeah, I got bills to pay, and I figured this was a good way to get the money. Oh, you did, huh?
It's a great way to get the money. Low effort, and best of all, absolutely foolproof. Is there a better way to earn some dough than gambling with a sketchy back alley bookie?
Another 100, huh? And how are you gonna pay for that, buddy? I figured the same way as normal. You know, with a loan. From you. And the 2,000 you've already borrowed? I was hoping you weren't gonna ask about that. Tell you what I'm gonna do, buddy. You're gonna save my bacon? I'm gonna not lend you the 100 to bet on your lucky horse. Ah, but he's good for it. He's a shoo-in to win the next poker tournament. It's funny, because you think they're talking about horse racing, but they're all horse animals. So, or, I mean, they're all people animals. So, he's a poker player, not like a racehorse. Anyway, instead, I'm thinking you can pay me back the 2,000 you owe me. How? That's what I want you to tell me. And I want an answer before I let you leave. What? But, buddy, look at these antlers. Do you really want to argue? No. I'll figure something out. How to pay, plead for cash, my lucky horse. So how the hell do you expect me to get the money to pay you back? I don't know, maybe getting a real job for once? Do I look like some kind of wage slave to you? I'm not about to work for the manimal. My antlers say you don't have room to be picky about how you make your dough. Don't you, or my dough. Don't you mean how I make my dough? Nope. I said what I said. Your money is my money. Now get on it. Lightning Jackson is one of the best poker players there is. My lucky horse never fails. He's lost 198 of the last 200 poker games he's played. Sure, but that just means he's saving up his luck for a big win streak. I can't believe I'm saying this as a bookie, but that's not how luck works, bud. Come on, he's a shoo-in to win this time. Can't I get one more loan? Me and my antlers say nay. Rudy, I get it, but I really am broke. I need cash, quick. I got bills piling up, the rent's due, I've got 10 new parking tickets. I missed the part where this was any of my problem. Come on, man, I need something. If not 100, maybe 50? A couple 20s? Alright, you got me. I'm willing to lend you, yes? $1. $1, that's it? Yep. Now, what I want you to do is take that dollar, go buy a newspaper from Jimmy, and use it to look for a real job so you can pay me back. What? I'll even let you keep the change, see? I can be generous. Good talk, Rudy. Whatever, get out of my antlers. Okay. Ooh.
So this is where Rudy lays his antlers every night. You know, I'd have thought a successful bookie like him could be able to afford better digs. Maybe I should rethink my assumption that Rudy's a successful bookie.
Let me see something. Settings, graphics, screen shake. I want to turn that off. Can we handle the... high quality settings? Let's see if the Steam Deck can do it. I'm getting nervous. Also, has my camera frozen at all since we've been streaming? I don't think it has. I haven't looked over and seen it freeze. Really taking its time. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Maybe it's too nice. Oops. Game? Oh, there we go. Okay. Is there anything else? Crosshair, small. Sure, I think that's all fine. I don't know if I see a difference, but I hope the screen shake kind of goes away. If you want to read the news, you better pay up. I ain't running a library. Oh, can I... Hey, mind if I grab a newspaper? I mind if you don't pay for it. Wait. Oh, right. Well, lucky for you, I'm flush with cash right now. Here you go. Huh. This is actually real money. That's a nice change. You're still sore about that one time? It was an honest mistake. You scribbled the $ on a gum wrapper and tried to pass it off as change. Ah, good times. All right, grab whichever paper you want. Knock yourself out.
All right, time to get real. All I gotta do is pick up the paper, go to the help wanted ads, and get a normal, paying job. Nah, screw that. There's gotta be something more exciting in here. Hey, what's this?
Reward offered for mysterious case. A dead body found in the warehouse district last night has stumped both police and coroners. The body has not been ID'd and has been officially described as physically unusual and unofficially described as kind of freakish. So far, there are no suspects. Police are offering a reward for anyone who can provide information or assistance in solving the case. We're asking for the people's help. A police spokesman, a police spokesanimal said in a press conference, but since the public hates us, we figured we'll just have to go to Plan B and bribe them to talk to us. Pretty please? A dead body found in the warehouse district last night has stumped both police and coroners. Oh, wait. Okay, this is actually all of this. I didn't need to. I was reading it off of the paper.
A mysterious case and a reward. Guess I'm the lucky one, not my horse. This should solve my money woes, no problem. I should give Rudy the good news.
Well, have you come up with a way to pay me back in the 2 minutes since we talked? Plead for cash. So now that I've spent that buck you gave me, that I lent you, sure, anyway, now I'm broke again. Any chance you could float me some more cash? Keep this up and you'll be floating down the river. I've got a foolproof way to pay you back, and it's in this newspaper. Oh, so you took my advice and found an actual job for grown-ups? What? No, I'm gonna solve this case and claim the reward. See? Here. Once I solve the mystery, I'll have enough money to pay you back. I like that part. Then you can lend me another 100 to bet on my lucky horse again. Okay, liking it less. And then when I win, I can finally pay my bills. Foolproof plan. I don't see anywhere in this article saying they're giving out thousands in reward money. You know what? Screw it. If it gets you out of my antlers, then go give it a try. Really? You believe me? More like I believe you're gonna screw up regardless, so may as well be with this. Thanks, Rudy. I won't let you down. Oh, I expect you will. And when you do, believe me, my antlers have a date with your skull. Should I bring flowers? Oh my god, just leave before I headbutt you. Good talk, Rudy. Whatever. Get out of my antlers. To the office.
The paper was hazy on the details. Suppose that's why they call it a mystery. But it didn't matter. Those cool zeros were staring out at me from the page like cat's eyes in the dark after the electric bill hasn't been paid. Which reminds me, I really gotta pay my electric bill. Anyway, I wanted this case, but I wasn't gonna be anywhere near it without the say-so of the chief. I should head straight down to the station, meet him in the flesh, and insist on taking this case. Oh, right. They told me never to darken their doorstep again. Not sure what their problem is. It's only an official complaint or 10. Whatever, I'll call them from the office. They can't arrest me for that. Let's just hope I paid my phone bill sometime this year.
Boy. Albert's, he's a real wild cat. Deborah Lee, lawyer. Hey, gorgeous, just checking in. Why, hello there, Albert. How's my favorite neighbor client today? Doing well, Deb. Just the usual cases, crime, threats of violence. Oh, one of those days. You seem to have them a lot. I tell you, Deb, sometimes it feels like you're the only animal who's happy to see me. Are you kidding? Do you know how many hours I've billed for your lawsuits? You're putting all 10 of my piglets through college. Of course I'm happy to see you. Well, I appreciate you going the whole hog for me.
Deborah's a lawyer, a damn good one. So what if she's never won a single one of my cases? I hire her every time I get sued. By case 84, we were pretty friendly. And if I want to keep it friendly, I better not mention I'm now too broke to pay her.
Right, well, anything I can do for you before I get back to my legal briefs? No, just checking if any clients were asking after me. Actually, yes. There was a woman here looking for you. I told her to leave a note. Was she a good-looking woman? Al, you tomcat. Hey, it's a fair question. A good investigator learns all he can about his cases. Well, this case will have to stay a mystery for now, then. Toodles, my dear. Kind of want to look around, you know. Note.
Looks like someone left a note for me.
Dear Mr. Wilde, I need your help, and you were highly recommended. You were recommended. Someone mentioned you might be able to help. Someone mentioned you. I need to speak with you as soon as possible. It's about my husband. I was here at noon, but you were out, so I'll try again tomorrow morning. Hope I'll catch you then. I need your help desperately. MG.
And my bread, my butter, my tuna cat food, and I missed it. Damn, if I'd been here, I'd have another paying client by now. Home, sweet home. Literally, I sleep under the desk most nights. Have some fond memories of late nights at the desk, licking my own asshole. Good times. Now, where did I put that phone?
Okay.
Let's see. 3 unpaid parking tickets. 2 unpaid electric bills. Final warning from gas. Eviction proceedings. Honestly, animals in this city have no patience anymore. You'd think they'd keep it cool. But no, miss your bills for 5 months and they get all uppity. What's the big rush?
Al is a wreck.
My diploma.
Paw Prince Elementary
Proof
School.
of my biggest accomplishment. So much blood, sweat, and tears.
Oh my gosh.
But now, there it is. Albert Wilde. Graduate of Paw Prince Elementary School. A news clipping of the first case I ever solved. I was so proud. It's really insightful and well written for an obituary.
Oh my gosh.
My trusty flashlight. A real light in the dark of this city. Plus, it's super handy for those times I forgot to pay the electric bill. I'd better bring it along.
Ken, welcome in. How are you?
A detective needs to be prepared. Besides, seems like the kind of thing some jerk insists I have handy for a puzzle later.
Perfect. Flashlight acquired.
I get a lot of hard work done in this office. And by hard work, I mean working on my high score.
Oh, there's the phone. Hold on. Ooh.
That's right, illegal booze. In the eyes of prohibition, I'm just another criminal. Me and every other animal in this crazy messed up town. Whatever. If I'm taking down big crimes, I say I get to have a little crime as a treat on the rocks.
Small door.
Look, a cat has certain needs. Needs he can only satisfy with a box full of sand. Even a private eye has got to take a leak somewhere. And the landlord complained when I used the wall.
Oh my gosh. Albert, you're a mess. I just hopping in to say hi. I'm heading home from work now. Suffering today because I'm moving to something new and it's not set up to test anything you try to build. Oh no. About to head to D&D though, so that'll help me wind down. Oh man, I hope D&D takes your mind off of things. Excuse me. Because that does not sound fun, Ken. I hope work gets better. I hope that all, you know, gets better. Because yeah, that does not sound like a good time at all.
Good. There's a dial tone. They didn't cut off service yet. Now, what's that number for police headquarters?
Chief? It's me. I wanted to... Albert. It's Albert. Yes, that Albert. Aw. Hello? Hello?
Oh, must have gotten disconnected somehow. I should try again.
Oh, gosh. I think I'll just be the one to set up the stuff I'm wanting to use because this new code base is pretty new in general. Interesting. Is that going to be hard to do?
The charm. Come on, pick up.
Chief, might want to check your connection. Our call got dropped somehow. Anyway, I'm calling about the case. You know, the case. The case in the newspaper. The warehouse murder. The one that's offering a reward. Yes, that case. I want in. I want to solve this case. Yes, I'm serious. No, I think you're exaggerating a little, Chief. Everything worked out with that witness. The family dropped the charges and... Sure, but what's a lawsuit or two? Point is, I cracked the case. I told you, it was that crazy bat in the pink hat. Yeah, and then she flew away. You know, like bats do. Did you forget the bit where she shot me? Sure, it was a foam dart, but... Oh, I'm sure she was fine. She didn't need functioning legs anyway. What do you mean, legal action against the city? Look, none of it was my fault. It won't happen again. Stop groaning. I'll prove it. Let me in on this case. Yes, I'll stop calling if you do. I promise. Great. Give me the address and I'll be out of your fur. Got it. 23 Lion Lane, Warehouse District. You won't regret it, Chief. At least, not this time. I'll head right over. As far as I'm concerned, I'm already there. Barring traffic on the east side, of course. Oh, Chief, one last question. How much is the reward? And is it in real money? I guess that's 2 questions, but... Hello? Hello, Chief? Anyone there? Alright, well, if you're still listening, you could talk.
At last, I'm on the case.
Oh my goodness. Albert is... I'm getting Disco Elysium Harry vibes from this. No clue because this is a brand new language for me. I hope not, though. Oh, boy. Well, I hope it all goes well. Before we go here, we have to run ads. So let's go ahead and do that now. And then we'll continue and get to the warehouse. We'll see what this whole murder business is. But friends, if you need to stand up, stretch, etc., now is the perfect time to go do so. And then we will be right back with some more Albert Wilde. So, BRB.
Take this pause to rejuvenate. Stand. Stretch. Hydrate. We will be back in just a few moments.
And welcome back, everybody. Something I want to see. Oh, it's there. There's a new global emote. The Sims Plum Bob is now a global emote. So for the Sims players there, you got that. Supposedly also read that Discord's desktop app is apparently going to change its layout or something. It's slowly rolling out, so it might be something you see. To the crime scene.
There's nothing like the rush of being on a case. All 6 of my nipples are tingling. It was a close thing, me taking this case. But it'd be rude to say no when the goddamn chief of police is begging you to help solve it. Not that he put it that way, but I could tell. He's probably intimidated by my skills, by my dedication to justice, by the fact that I'm a sleek feline predator of the night and he's, well, a rabbit with a receding hairline.
Receding hairline, he's a rabbit. Maybe that's why I broke. Oh, maybe. Oh, was Discord not working for you?
Hairline. I'm a genius. At any rate, this case sounded like one of the weird ones. The body, it ain't normal. But then, what is normal in this jungle city of ours? That was deep. I should write that one down. This case had me heading to an abandoned warehouse. The scene of the crime. I stepped out of the car and took a deep whiff of the night air. Then regretted it right away. The warehouse district isn't exactly all spring flowers. I took in the scene with my keen observational skills. Yep, looked like a warehouse, all right.
Yeah, from 4 to 4:30, I could see any messages, just a failed to load error. Maybe, yeah, maybe that's what it was. Hello, Mr. Hippo. Sir, this is a restricted area. Only police officers and authorized personnel allowed. I'm authorized, Albert Wilde, Private Eye. Your chief asked me to come consult. In that case, what's the secret code? How about the clock is fuzzy in the atrium and the rolling mushroom gathers bees? Sure, close enough. Go ahead and check in with Officer Betty. So lackadaisical. A lot of... Oh, hello.
Pieces of shattered glass. Looks like it came from a window. God, unsmart. The pattern doesn't look like your regular break and enter. Too much spread. If I had to guess, I'd say the glass got blown out.
Who are you? Francis. Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about the case. Sorry, my mama told me not to talk to strangers. I'm not a stranger. I'm working this case. Sounds like something a murderer returning to the scene of the crime might say. I'm not a murderer either. Look, could you just tell me... Sorry, babe, but until I get the official policeal okay, my beak is sealed. It confuses me that they're actually, like, a
closed manhole cover.
How does that work? You know?
Well, if it isn't Officer Betty. Should have known she'd be on the scene.
Oh god, not you again.
She likes to make out that she's all badge, but I know the truth.
What the hell are you doing here?
Under that police hat, she's all doe eyes and hind legs, and madly in love with me.
Oh god, he's monologuing again, isn't he? Snap out of it, or I shoot. Hi, Bets, miss me? Not at this range, I won't. That's good. That's a good joke. Now, let's try this again. What are you doing here? The chief asked me to step in. Thought I could lend a paw to solving this case. Let me guess. You saw the reward and begged him to let you in on it? Pretty much, yeah. And he agreed? Did you forget that you ate one of the witnesses last time? I still say he wasn't being straight with us. I know a rat when I smell one. He was a rat, you idiot. Well, yeah, but still, I knew. I've got an instinct, you know. I do, a good one, too. Leads me right, almost as often as it leads me wrong. Think of the paycheck, Betty. Think of the paycheck. What was that? Fine. If the chief says you're on the case, then I guess I'll have to work with you. Good. I'm looking forward to working closely with you. Don't even think about it, Alley Cat. The body's through the door there. Sounds very cat-like, right? For warning, though, it's a weird one. Really, really weird. Part of me wonders if it's going to be like a human or something. Excuse me. Part of me wonders if it's going to be a human.
Place looks like a bomb just went off.
Because we're trying to figure out what would be
Maybe
weird.
an explosion. But there's no evidence of heat or fire. No smell of smoke. No blood on the body.
Anything else?
Let's see. No blood, no sign of injury, no burns or charred fur. He's just dead. Wait a minute. Why is it so small? The arms and legs. What is up with this body? Yeah, sucks. Whatever. The really big mystery is who or what this cat is. Where the hell do you see a cat this small in this city? The hospital kitty-ernity ward? And those arms, legs, limbs? It's like a Meowstery cave painting. Never mind that. What is up with this body's head? Those perky ears? That handsome face? I'd know it anywhere. It's my face.
Oh.
I mean, 99% my face. There's a few differences, but my face.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, okay. That was weird. Is weird. Weirdness is definitely happening. Okay, Albert, calm your 6 tits, take a breath, lick your butt, and focus. You're an investigator. Time to do investigating things.
I was kind of hoping we'd see the body. It's okay, it's not a human. I thought maybe it was going to be... yeah, like... I don't know.
And yeah, still creepy that its head is almost exactly like mine.
But smaller? What the? I told you, one of the weirdest cases I've ever seen. What's with his face? I know, horrifically ugly, isn't it? It's my face. Like I said. Never mind. Just break it down for me. What do you know so far? Not much. Why do you think we're desperate enough to ask you? Let's start with the basics. Any idea on the victim? Nope. Cause or time of death? No idea until we hear from the coroner. Suspects? Not a one. Well, geez, what do you have? The flamingo over there. Huh? He found the body late last night. Apparently he heard something strange. Other than that, yeah, he's basically the only witness we found so far. Wait, so the body was found last night. Uh-huh. And the witness is still just hanging around 24 hours later? Uh-huh. And you're still hanging around 24 hours later? Uh-huh. And the scene hasn't been cleared 24 hours later. What's your point? Why is everything still here? Plot convenience? Yeah, that makes sense. What the hell's up with the body? I know, right? It's got us all spooked. Is there a reason it's naked? It came like that? And what's with those little arms and legs? The coroner guessed that it doesn't walk. It crawls on all fours. What? What animal doesn't walk upright? An animal after 5 shots of whiskey. Oh, that's fair. Anything else you can tell me? Well, it's male and it's a cat. Brilliant policing. Our tax dollars at work. Hey, you've got to admit, he's not an average cat. We had to confirm. Any reason he looks almost exactly like me? Does he? I didn't notice. Maybe that's just your vanity talking. And there's no sign of blood at all. Nope, and no sign of burns either. But the autopsy will check for any internal causes. Dang, I was hoping for a blood trail straight to the killer. If there was a trail like that, do you think we'd really need your help? Hey, what about that time I noticed a red spot on the subject's shirt? Yeah, because he was eating spaghetti with tomato sauce. So, okay, interesting. So it's like a real cat. Like not a people person cat. What is this place anyway? It looks pretty dusty. It's been abandoned for years. No current owner, no workers, no nothing. Besides a dead cat, of course. Has the scene been left exactly as it was? Oh, no, actually, I felt the need to redecorate, so I went around rearranging all the rubble. Of course it's exactly the way we found it. We're not morons, we just hire them, apparently. So what do you make of the hole on the roof and the broken glass? If I had to guess, I'd say an explosion without fire. An explosion without fire? How's that even possible? There's signs of the force of blast, but no burn marks or charring. So what? You're thinking an elephant fart did this? I'll write it down in my notebook as possible working theory. Tell me more about the witness. What did he see? Quite a bit. Mr. Legard reported hearing a loud noise from the warehouse. He came in to investigate, then found the body. I better speak to him. I'd really rather you didn't. Considering your history with witnesses. Oh, come on. I promise I won't eat him this time. Fine, I'll allow it. But the minute you start licking your lips, the interview's over. Mr. Legard, this guy will have questions for you. He's working with us, sort of. Well, we tolerate him. If you say so, officer, I'm ready whenever he is. So, how have you been? Fine, until you showed up. It's amazing how much my stress has spiked in the last few minutes. Good, good. So things are going well? Been having a good time? Seeing anyone? Yes, as a matter of fact. I'm seeing as many animals as I need to in order to make you stop flirting with me. Hey, it's cool. I'm a detective. I can tell when someone isn't interested. Really? Because the evidence is heavily against that. Oh, is there more to this? Just to recap. Oh, maybe it's... Okay. Oh, wait, no. Any other thoughts about the body? Nothing more specific than heebie-jeebies. The scene. Anything else with the scene I should know? That's pretty much it. No signs of a struggle, no footprints, no fire. Okay. Don't touch anything. I don't need anyone. Mr. Legard, I was hoping you could tell me more about what you witnessed. Well, I suppose as long as you're not just some rando. Well, my name is Albert Wilde, and believe me, I am a very special rando. Bless your heart. Call me Francis. All right, Francis, let's start from the top. Tell me what happened. Well, I was on my way home from work. Does your route usually take you through the warehouse district? Normally I stick to the main roads, but I usually cut through the warehouse district from my dance studio to my apartment. Dance studio? I thought you said you were coming from your work. I was. I'm a professional dancer. They actually pay someone to do that? Excuse me? Oh no. How dare you insult my profession? Dance is the very soul of animal expression. Oh, I didn't mean, it is a language, Mr. Wilde, the most profound form of communication we have. Sure, but I wanted to know, you wouldn't turn your nose up at the idea of a professional translator, would you? Yet you meet a professional translator of the language of dance and you sniff at it? Sniff, that was just my allergies. Look, there's a body. You know what? I'm done speaking your silly words and questions. I'll talk once you apologize. In the language of truth and the soul. Please tell me you're not thinking what I think you're thinking. Come back when you're ready to show me you're sorry. Look, I feel like we got off on the wrong foot. Psst, zip it. Unless you're willing to step forward onto the right foot. Let me get this straight. You'll forgive me if I dance? I'll forgive you if your dance expresses the deepest depths of your regret. I won't be holding my breath. Okay, I was a jerk, I admit it, and I'm willing to suck up my pride to show it. Oh? You want me to apologize in the language of dance? Then here it goes. Oh boy. He's really going for it, though. I don't know if this says apology, but I feel like he's at least trying, which is good. Alright, apology accepted. Oh my god. Did I communicate sincere regret and atonement in the language of dance? We're like you communicated that your hair is lucky and you washed it in soup. Look, I'm bad at other languages, okay? Even dancing. Actually, mostly dancing. Obviously, maybe you should take lessons before you try communicating again.
Lessons, huh? That's not a bad idea. And I know just the person that can help me. But then there's her husband. Maybe I can drive over and park in the back alley.
Look, I'm very sorry I insulted your profession. Dancing is a perfectly fine job. Not listening. Wait, so... Okay. Can I dance again? So you're still mad we're not cool yet? I admit your horrific stumblings gave me the biggest giggle I've had in years, but no, we're not cool. Not until you take this seriously and learn how to truly express yourself. You mean unless I learn how to dance? Did I stutter? I guess. I'll leave you for now. Can I go into the manhole?
A closed manhole cover.
No. Oh wait, tab. The dance studio.
When you're as dedicated to justice and the truth as I am, you sometimes put your paw in your mouth. Sometimes all four at once. Still, a dancer? What kind of job is that? Sounds like something that rewards stupid fluff skills like discipline and artistry, but hard physical training. Still, this dapper dancing dude is the only witness, and now he's not talking, which puts a dent in doing my totally legitimate and real job. The only way to make him open up is to dance my way into his good graces. Too bad I've got 4 left paws in the rhythm of a geriatric rhino on a jackhammer. Luckily, I've got my ace in the hole, an old friend of mine who works as a dance instructor, which, unlike being a professional dancer, is a totally legit and respectable job for reasons. I just hope her window is open and her husband's not around. Here we are.
Oh boy.
It looks like she's in. The lights are on. Perfect.
They are supposed to be very graceful, exactly. Not this one, though. This one, he's kind of wild. I would describe him as being very feral. His face is also so terrifying. Also, I'd like to point out, he has, like, human hands. He doesn't have, like, cat paws. Lily? Lily, it's me. Open up and let me in. What on earth? Al, you sly feline. It has been an age. How have you been? Doing better now that I see you again. I miss you, too. Yeah, which is interesting to me because he said that the cat had, like... Seems like it has, like, cat... Seems like it's just, like, a regular cat. Not one with, like, a human body, but I'm confused. I've missed you, too, you beautiful bovine. Albert Wilde, I told you to stop that, you old tomcat. You keep forgetting I'm a married woman now. That means I've got to be proper.
Lily and I go way back. Nobody denies we've got a special connection. Well, nobody but her and her giant rhino of a husband, I suppose.
Hey, Lily, I need a favor to ask. I need you to teach me how to dance. Oh, really? After all this time, all my nagging? Now you want me to teach you? Yeah, well, now it's actually important. I'm not going to dignify that with a response. Now, what dance do you want to learn? I can teach you ballroom, ballet, the Charleston, the foxtrot, the shimmy. Whatever says, I'm sorry about insulting your career. Could you please talk to me? Okay, that's a new one, but I think I can swing it. So 3 lessons a week will cost you... No, not like that. I need you to teach me now. What? You don't mean right now, do you? Yeah, I mean right now. In fact, I need to learn within the next hour. Oh, Al, that's just plumb impossible. Please, Lily, it's a matter of vital importance. Lives could depend on it. Well, alright. But you owe me big time, Tomcat. Now get inside quick before Joe sees you. And they danced. And it was beautiful. Well, I've done the best I can. The rest is up to you. Thanks, Lily. You're absolutely bovine. Oh, you. Back to the crime scene. All right. See if this works. Okay, I've learned a few new steps. The first steps to making up for my mistake. I'll believe it when I see it. Let's see if you've improved. Oh? Oh. Well, your mastery of the language of dance is still a little jumbled, but honestly, I'm impressed. You've made remarkable progress. Wow, I have? I mean, of course I have. The grace of your movements betrays your regret for disrespecting my art. Hold on. The grace of your movements betrays your regret for disrespecting my art. The frantic motion suggests your urgency to solve the case, while the... Yeah, whatever. Am I forgiven? Can we get on with the investigation? Oh, all right. Apology accepted. Ask your question. So you're on your way from... You're on your way home from your valid and worthwhile job. Yes, that's right. It was very late, so I took a shortcut through the warehouse district. Did you see anyone suspicious? Nope, but I was distracted. I was working on a new dance routine as I walked. Okay, and then what? There's a big sound. What kind of sound? I don't know. A sound? It was a sound. Uh-huh. What did you do then? Well, the sound came from this warehouse, so I ran in to see what was happening. I figured maybe it was an explosion and someone was hurt, you know? And that was when you found the body? Sure did. Got an eyeful of it once the other animal ran off. Wait, what? So you were the one who found the body. Was he already dead when you arrived? I think so. It's a little hard to take a pulse with your feathers, to be fair. Did you notice anything unusual about the body? Besides the tiny size and 4 weird legs, the fur, the lack of clothing? No, not really. Minor details, huh? I assume you don't know this cat? Never seen him before in my life. What kind of animal do you think I know? No, I don't know. For all I know, in the weird world of dancing, you have an amazing, diverse circle of cool, interesting animals to befriend. Good save. Could you describe the sound you heard? Not easily, no. Just tell me what it sounded like. That's the thing. It didn't sound like anything it didn't sound like anything. I've never heard a sound like that. All right, then just tell me what you heard. You're not getting what I'm putting down here, are you? You've got to be able to tell me something. Was it loud at least? It was loud, but not the loudest. And it was harsh, but not the harshest. Go on. It was sharp, but not the sharpest. Uh-huh. It was sort of like a whoom, except for the bit where it wasn't like that at all. Great, thanks. Super helpful. No need to get rude. No, I'm trying to reproduce the sound. Oh boy, this will be interesting to transcribe to my notes. Go back to the part where you mentioned another animal. Was it the killer? No idea. I'm afraid they didn't stop to say, hello, I'm Alex Killer, and I have killed. What kind of animal were they? No idea. Got a bit distracted by the distracting body behind them. Let's take it step by step. What were you doing when you first saw them? Taking something off the body, or they were taking something off the body, I think. I didn't see what it was. I yelled, hey, or something like that, and they turned and booked it. Where to? Into the sewers. The manhole cover was open when I arrived. But the manhole's closed now. Oh, that was me. I didn't want to put the sewer stink. I didn't want to put up with the sewer stink during my shift. Do you see which way they went in the sewers, Francis? Gee, sorry, I was a bit too busy rushing to check on the cat on the floor. But I assumed you tried to track them, right? They sound like the main suspect. Yeah, but I'm not being paid enough to go sewer diving. Lucky... How convenient would that have been? I know, right? Lucky for you, I'm broke, so any pay will be enough to go sewer diving. Let me make sure I got this all. You were on your way home. Yep. When you heard a loud noise in here that you can't describe. Yep. You ran in and saw an animal you couldn't identify. You stole something from the body that you couldn't see, correct? And then escaped into the sewer tunnel you couldn't point out. That's about the size of it, yes. Is there anything you can describe? Yes, the size of my headache after all your questions. Yeesh. Thanks. Would you stick around in case I have more questions? Hey, I've been hanging out for 24 hours. I ain't going anywhere.
Time to make like a strapping young turtle with ninjutsu training and open this.
Okay. Wanted to make sure ads weren't about to start. You have a little bit of time until then. The writing is very funny in this. It has a very dry sense of humor, which I do enjoy.
All right. Let's turn this baby on. No, not that button. Not that button. Not that. This flashlight has only one button. Great. Now I can see what I'm smelling. You know what? Ignorance was bliss. All right, Albert. You're on the case. Gotta be something from the culprit down here.
Spoopy. A wheel?
I think I know where this might go.
Something's gonna jump out of scares. I know, same. I've been trying to slowly move around and kind of look. But yeah, it doesn't seem promising.
Oh boy. Of course, this would be the Tears turf.
Crocodile tears?
Just my luck. This city has a filthy underbelly. Literally. A seedy underworld of underground crime that's underground. There's a lot of gangs running things in this city. Smuggling, bootlegging, jaywalking.
Jaywalking.
You name it. And they run it all from down here. Privacy, easy movement, storage space, and no one notices if you don't shower. They all have their own little enclaves and tunnel networks. And guess which one I just walked into? The Crocodile Tear Gang.
Crocodile.
The nastiest two-faced criminal scum down here. I'd better be careful, or I'll be the one crying real tears. That's another good one. I need to make notes on these.
Okay. For a second, I thought that was a real croc. Oh no. Well, we're probably about to see one. Hello. So I have a button over there.
This case is draining, and so is the sewer.
Anything over here? Where's the, wait a minute. Oh, there we go. I got turned around.
Seems like the
puzzles.
city's got a soft spot for cats.
Yeah, I feel like something is going to pop out.
Looks broken. Maybe it's around here somewhere.
It's a wheel. It's another one. My anxiety is sky high right now. I know it is much harder with oh, I guess we have to go around with not being able to see very much. I hear something.
Whoa. That's a lot of machine for a little moonshine. I can tell by the smell that it's for distilling liquor, but I've never seen anything like it. It's like something from another era.
Hello. Well, well, well. Looks like we've got us a rat sniffing around our business. Chompy? Needing new glasses, bud? That ain't a rat, it's a cat. It's a figure of speech, Scales. Point being, he's an unwelcome guest. Oh, hi guys. You must be sewer workers. Less jump scary than I anticipated, yeah. What are you boys up to? Something on the up and up, I'm sure. Nothing to do with, say, theft or murder? Asking questions, huh? That don't bode well for you. Know what curiosity does for cats, bub? Encourages intellectual development. Get 'em, boys. Prepare to fight. Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Oh, E-loot?
He's got a piece of fluff, as if I'm not fluffy enough already.
Oh, boy. No! I just was not expecting this to happen. Yeah. Oh, I didn't loot him.
He's got as if I'm not fluffy enough already.
I need to move closer to him. I feel like some of my punches aren't. Oh my gosh. Wow, this guy's so strong. Wait. No, that is one in. E attack, Q combo. Maybe that's what I'm doing. Okay. So why would you ever just do E versus the combo?
Only thing in his pockets is a sticky cough drop. Clearly worth fighting for. locked as tight as the lid on that jar of mayo I've been struggling to open all month. Except, I guess for this, I can just find a key instead of wrestling with it.
Okay, so maybe that's...
His pockets are full. Library card, medical alert bracelet, house key, sewer key. Wait, that last one would be helpful.
Anything over here? No.
It's open.
There we go. That was all of a sudden. Do I not get to keep the cough drop? Nope. Chompy? That you? How's the latest batch coming? Chompy's a little occupied at the moment. Wait a second, you're not Chompy. You're not even a crocodile. Neither are you? I'm the boss. You maroon? The boss doesn't need to be a crocodile. I'm not sure how that works, but wait, you're the boss of the crocodile tiers? That means you're Manny the Mantis Malone. And who the hell are you? I the hell am Albert Wilde, Private Eye, and I have some questions for you. They always do. How'd a little bug like you end up running a gang of bloodthirsty crocs? Well, not those questions. I mean questions about a crime you might be involved in. Then I ain't answering anything. No way I'm gonna let you pin me down. I probably shouldn't have said that bit out loud. Just a little guy. A bug that's actually a bug, yeah. I see you like to enjoy the fruits of your illegal distilling. Hey, a good businessman samples his product and shares it with friends. Needless to say, I won't be sharing it with you, so don't bother asking for a drink. Oh, we got a glass, though. You still trying to pin me down? What? Hey, let me out. Let me out. Looks like I was able to pin you when the cops couldn't. I mean, that's not really that impressive. Have you seen the city's police force? Now I'm going to ask you questions about what happened in the warehouse district. You're going to think really hard about your answers. If I'm satisfied, I'll let you go. I ain't answering anything without my shark of a lawyer present. Fine, then I guess you're going to get comfortable in that whiskey glass. Alright, you've made your point, ask your questions. We found a body in a warehouse connected to these sewers. Know anything about that? Nope. Really? A body in a crocodile territory, and you just don't know anything. Look, leaving bodies around ain't our style, cat. Too messy, too many questions. What do you do with your bodies, then? You see my boys, right? Particularly their teeth? Ew. Besides that, whacking animals aren't our style. Whacking kneecaps is where it's at. Assuming the Patsy has kneecaps, mind you. So, have you had to whack any kitty kneecaps recently? No, but yours is looking mighty tempting when I get out of... Wait, are you seeing the dead body's a cat? Yes. Huh. Yeah, I guess that does make sense. What does? Oh, believe me, if I told you, it'd make less sense. Glass prison? Give me a minute. I gotta figure out the best way to explain. You do know something about the body of the cat, don't you? I can put 2 and 2 together. So can I. It's 5, right? Oh boy, this might be hard to explain. A witness saw someone steal something from the scene at the warehouse. The thief ran into the sewers. One of your boys, I take it? Actually, no. We weren't the ones who stole it from there. Sure sounds like you know what it is. I sure do. That's because I actually have it in the back here. Wait, what? But you just said... I said we didn't steal it from there. Someone else did, and we stole it from her. That was a lot of capital letters in one sentence. Mind breaking it down? The thief wasn't one of my gang. She had her own thing going on. When she got caught, she ran into the sewers to try and get away. Guess she forgot this was crocodile turf, huh? Bumped straight into my boys. Oh geez, did they eat her? No, what kind of scaly monsters do you take me and my boys for? We had a chat, during which we relieved her of her ill-gotten goods. Well, I do get the sense that there's more to this than you're telling me. Oh, you have no idea. But then, since you don't know what she stole... So you're saying someone outside your gang stole something from the body, but then you showed up and stole it from her? More or less, yeah. How do I know you're telling the truth? Oh, you don't. That's the story you're getting from me. So you don't know her name, why she stole it, who she is? Oh, I know plenty of that stuff, but none of it's gonna help you. Not unless you know what it is she stole. So you have whatever the thief stole. Sure do. So what is it? That, my feline friend, is a complicated question with a complicated answer. Is it? I figure it's a whatever is a pretty simple, complete sentence. This goes way deeper than you could possibly imagine. You sound like my proctologist. Oh, goodness. And like I told him, I've got a deep imagination. Okay, that sounds uncomfortable and gross, frankly. Look, I need to know what it is. It's evidence in the possible murder investigation. I don't know. Well, I don't know how much air is in that glass. All right, all right. Maybe it's easier to explain everything if I just show it to you. It's just through that door there. I'll need to give you the code for the lock, though. I'm a praying mantis. Hiding in the bush is what I'm good at. That's not the same expression. Look, it's just easier to explain once you take it out. Not to mention more suspenseful. Now you're getting to it. So how did a little bug like you end up running a gang of bloodthirsty crocs? Everyone ends up asking sooner or later. Even the bloodthirsty crocs. Well, I'll tell you, but I'm writing a book about my life and I wouldn't want to spoil. How's writing going? I'm at the chapter about the time I was thinking about becoming a mantis of the cloth. A priest, you? Seems a little bit of a mismatch. Not really. I know a lot about praying. Get it? On second thought, I think the less I know about you, the better. Alright, let's see what,
A solid metal door and a combo lock. No one's getting at anything past this. I'll need the number for the keypad. And I bet Manny the Mantis has it.
Yeah, what? I'm still stuck here, remember? So you've got the mysterious item locked behind a door? Yeah, what of it? Where do you think I was gonna put it? A safe? Ours is at the shop. I, forgot the combination. Besides, this door's the real deal. Combo lock, sturdy as heck. Ain't nothing getting through it. Please tell me you didn't forget the combination to the door as well. Oh no, that's an easy one. That's Uncle Lenny's birthday. June 6, 1866. So 66666. Can't tell if that's more or less ominous than the other number. Good old Uncle Lenny, he was a character. Too bad how his marriage ended. He got divorced? More like he got devoured. You know how praying mantis mating works, right?
60 done. And open. Now to see what's on the other side. Another door with another lock.
Oh boy.
Looks like this door is just as solid as the first, as is the number lock. Guess I'm gonna need another passcode.
Oh boy. Yeah, what? I'm still stuck in here. Hey, what gives? There's another door behind the door. Oh, right, yeah. I sometimes forget about that one. Great, well, I sometimes forget to remove my drink glass from my desk. Alright, don't get your cat gut in a twist. It's just an extra precaution. Okay, so what's the new passcode? It's 8484, the summer of 84. Special day for my parents. Oh, like the day your mom met your dad? Actually, it was when my mom ate my dad, but it was very romantic. I defer to your expertise on praying mantis romance.
8484. The summer of mantis love and mantis loss, I guess. There we go. Just gotta open this thing up
goodness.
and finally see what this thing is. Oh, come on. This is getting a little ridiculous. What needs this much security anyway? Man, even if this wasn't evidence for the case, I'd be curious and suspicious.
Manny. Yeah, what? Okay, that's it. What is with the doors? There's a third one in there. Yeah, so see, my cousin Vinny has a door repair and installation shop. Since we're family, he gave me a special discount. 3 doors for the price of 1. And you decided to put all 3 doors in one place? Hey, where else would I put them down here in the sewers? Whatever. Passcode 1234. Let me guess. The day your grandmother swallowed her second husband. No, I just blanked. I couldn't think of a number. Oh boy.
Okay. 3's the charm, right? They always say things come in 3s. That's why you always succeed on the 3rd try. 3's the nice, dependable number. Speaking of dependable numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. That's my luggage combination. All right, here we go.
Oh my
I hate my job sometimes. A 4th. This has to be a nope. Gotta get that strong security in there somehow, huh? Another big, solid, heavy door. You know, just like all the other doors. And let me guess, I try the handle, it's locked. It needs another key code too. You know what? I'm not gonna argue.
Another door. Four doors. I thought you said your cousin sold you 3 doors for the price of 1. Vinny threw in an extra one as a freebie to the family. I am this close to smashing your glass with a hammer. It's the last one, I swear. I just wanted to be sure this thing was safe. Fine, passcode now. Oh, there is no passcode. What? Yeah, the last door doesn't actually have a locking mechanic. Why not? Hey, Vinny wasn't that generous with his freebies.
I don't believe him. I don't believe that this is actually unlocked. I don't believe that the last door in this ridiculous setup would be completely unlocked. You know what? I'm not gonna argue or question anything at this point.
Okay.
What is that? A bracelet? Why is it so small? No. It's a collar, and not the kinky fun kind. At least I hope not. With one that small, this was on the body. But why would someone steal it? And why would the Crocodile Tear Gang keep it locked up so tightly?
Are you done monologuing yet? Bring the collar in here and I'll explain.
What the feline
Uh-oh. Hello? Cat? Crap. Now how am I gonna get out of here? I'm curious. I am very curious. Interesting twist. Yeah, I'm kind of curious what's gonna happen. I feel like I assume we're like teleporting to some other world, universe, or something. Another time, maybe. Perhaps. I don't know. I'm still. Part of me is still like humans are gonna show up, but I could be wrong. Like, maybe we're gonna go back to the place where the other cat came from. That seems to be like a normal cat.
Whoa. Okay. That was weird. Is weird. Weirdness is definitely happening. Either I inhaled a bit too much crocodile moonshine while I was down in the sewer, or grabbing that collar sent me somewhere I've never ever seen before. Looks very nice, to be honest. I like the view. I feel drawn here, somehow. But there's no time for sightseeing. I've got a mystery to solve. More than one, really. And besides, I've got things I have to find. Answers, clues, a way back to my car. And of course, the most important, urgent thing I have to find right now. A bathroom. I forgot to go to the little litter box room before leaving the house. What's that shop? Out of time clock repairs. Maybe they've got what I need, even if it's just a corner to do business in.
Look around for a sec.
This is not a walking distance.
Never mind. Yeah, no exploring for me. Okay, so... hello? Welcome, you're late. I am? I didn't know I was supposed to be here. Well, you were. About time. Okay. Anyway, I was wondering if I could use your phone to call for a ride. And could I also borrow the key to your employee bathroom? I have to leave a deposit. Here's the key. Door's over there. Go save the world. Wait, save the world? I mean, it's a pretty big deposit, not gonna lie, but it's not that big. Hello? Context, please? Or, you know, maybe a name or something? Are you still here? Door's over there. Dads, welcome in. Quiet hello, lurking back to bed. Cloud dressed up was amazing. Yeah, I was watching you do the dance and stuff. That was great. I'm glad. This part of remake is very fun. It is a wild chapter for sure. There's still, it's so funny. There's still so much to do that you have to see still in remake. So good. But enjoy. Please go back to bed. I hope you get some good rest. I have an urgent deposit to make. Okay, for some reason it does not like this room. Maybe it's the clocks.
Hey.
Oh.
This isn't the employee bathroom.
Correct. Yeah, there is a part 3 that they are working on. Let me see. Let's go here for a sec. I'm trying to see if I can fix this. Yeah, because so there's remake, rebirth, and then there is whatever will come next. So, and we don't know. They are working on it. I think they've said they've actually made like a ton of progress on it. So they want it to release sooner than later, I think, to wrap it up. So Retribution. I mean, it could be. I assume it'll definitely be some kind of R or something. But yeah, because it does not end at rebirth. There is much more. So Ralph, that would be amazing. Yeah, there is quite a bit more. What's wild is like, I mean, like the original game is, you know, obviously not as long as these are. But let me see. It's still acting, so I changed the graphics. It's still acting incredibly choppy. Let me see. Let me try lowering the graphics even more. Yeah, so oh, my camera did freeze. So it's not OBS 30? Maybe I need to reinstall the webcam software. But it hasn't done that as often, which is nice. So that's at least good. It's very odd. I wonder what's causing that. Anyway, so yeah, there is quite a lot more to Final Fantasy. Okay, hold Hold on. It's applying the settings. But yeah, it's I mean, there's yeah, so much to happen. I'm very curious how they're gonna do the third part. Third part is going to be pretty wild. I mean, part 2 was wild in and of itself, story wise. But I'm very curious to see what they do in the third part. Very, very wild. I really want them to do like a Final Fantasy VIII kind of in this style, even if it's not 3 full games. You know, either one very long one game, or if they split into 2 or something, that would make me happy. But we shall see. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's still really choppy. I think what we'll do, because this would not be playable like this. Let's go ahead and I think we will. Maybe we'll stop the game here, and then I'll wait for there to be an update, and then we can come back to it. Because if it's going to be like, you know, I look around and it's incredibly choppy, that's not going to be fun. That's not going to be fun for anybody. So, yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and stop the game here, as well as we can stop stream as well. But I'll keep an eye on it and see when there is an update. Probably a good plan, yeah. And that way, when there's an update, then we can continue it and continue the story. Because yeah, that wouldn't be fun. Oh right, yeah, no. I know what you meant. But yeah, that probably seems like a better idea, a better showcase of the game for it to run better. I assume it's the Steam Deck, and it just might, you know, because there's a lot of, looks like there's a lot of like high resolution stuff there, so maybe it just is struggling a little bit. But we'll go ahead and end there. So then tomorrow, I don't know what we'll be doing. Yeah, the writing is very good. I'm really enjoying the writing. Very fun, very good. Yeah, it's a very interesting style, but yeah, so I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. So we'll kind of see what we do, how it goes. But before we go, let me just give a couple of thank yous really fast to Yimit for the 45 stream streak, Emmers for the 35 stream streak, Opons for the 39 months. Thank you so much for the resub. And It's Space Broncos, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. That was very kind of you. Didn't need to do that, especially because it was your birthday yesterday. So that was not necessary for you to do, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. Friends, thank you so much for being here and hanging out. We will be back tomorrow with something. I don't really know what the plan will be. I did see they have not updated No Man's Sky yet, but they did say it looks like the next update they'll be fixing the water issue. We probably still won't return to No Man's Sky until the expedition, so I'll figure out something to do in between. But until then, friends, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!